What's beneath their behavior? Asked Ben. Most of the time, we see our toddler's behavior as willful defiance. You might hear yourself thinking, this girl is becoming very stubborn. She just doesn't listen to me. She's purposely taking me for granted. If you've been thinking like this about your child, I understand. It's natural to have these thoughts. Now you're going to learn how you can shift from this line of thinking to a new way, where every time you see an unwanted behavior, you will look beyond and beneath that behavior. And for that, you'll have a friend to help you. Welcome, Ben. He's the genie who will help you decode your toddler's behaviors. Super cool, right? Remember the iceberg? Beneath your child's behavior, which is the tip of the iceberg, are their emotions, and much beneath that is a hidden need. I hope it's clear. Ben stands for behavior, emotions, need. So every time you see your toddler with an unwanted behavior, the first step is to think this is the B behavior I'm noticing. What's the E emotion she's expressing? Your toddler is capable of expressing the full range of human emotions possible. Remember, their lower brain, which houses the emotional center, is well developed. Did you also know humans can feel an entire range of 90 emotional states? Don't worry, you don't have to remember all of it. You just need to be mindful of some of the emotional states that our children normally go through, like feeling annoyed, angry, frustrated, tired, nervous, shy, scared, and so on. Remember, as gentle and connected parents, we welcome all emotions. All emotions are okay. Angry, happy, sad, scared, all of them are welcome. You and your child are allowed to feel all emotions. What needs to be learned and taught is how to best respond to those emotions and express them in safe ways. You'll learn more about it later. For now, know that the more you tune into identifying your child's emotional state, the more you will feel connected to her, the more easily you will be able to empathize with her and meet her need. Rather than seeing her as an enemy who's trying to make your life miserable with her tantrums and behaviors, that's never, never, never the case. Another reason why it's so important for you to identify your toddler's emotional state first is because you will need to explicitly and clearly voice it out and acknowledge it by saying, I see you're feeling angry. Looks like you're upset because I said no. When your toddler is in the middle of an emotional storm, she has no clue what's happening with her. Naming the emotion for your toddler immediately gives them a sense of, oh, this is what is happening with me. And that realization helps them feel safe and therefore calm. Naming and acknowledging their emotions is the first step towards helping them calm down and moving them out of their reactive lower brain to using their more rational higher brain. There's more on this in the next lesson and the next module as well. For now, let's move to step 2 of knowing what's beneath your child's behavior. Once you've decoded, acknowledged, and clearly articulated their emotions, the next step is to decode the hidden need. Here's where it becomes a little tricky, but I'm going to help you with that. The more you practice this process of decoding the hidden need beneath each behavior, the better you will become. So let's get started on understanding what your toddler's needs really are. Well, as an infant, all they needed was milk or food, water, their poop be cleaned, someone be there to put them to sleep. Lots of hugs, smiles, and cuddles, right? I'm sure you're missing those days already. Me too, sometimes. Your primary role back then was to decode what they needed each time they cried. Are they crying for milk, or is it sleep, or have they pooped? When you so pompously celebrated their first birthday, when your child started speaking, you probably thought, yes, now she can communicate. I don't have to be the decoder anymore. But there's one thing you probably didn't realize that as your infant entered toddlerhood, his needs expanded beyond the basic food, sleep, and poop. And you will need to be that detective, decoding what they need based on their body language or behavior. And you will need to keep reading between the lines for as long as your child is with you, say for the next 20 to 25 years. Sounds like a task, right? Let me help you. What you're seeing here is a list of universal human needs. That is, these are the needs of you, me, your spouse, your parents, your in laws, your child, All of us have these needs of physical well being, of peace, connection, meaning and purpose in life, autonomy or independence, honesty or integrity, and the need for play or fun. This insight was really an eye opener for me. What this means for you is that beneath your toddler's behavior and emotions is one of these needs. Whoa, I know what you're thinking. When my toddler is throwing a tantrum for getting out of the bathtub, how am I supposed to decode what out of these 50 needs is missing right in that moment? Yes, you're right. It's impossible to figure that out. And that's why I've made it simpler for you. Out of this exhaustive list that you saw, I have consolidated a list of 6 basic toddler needs that you need to be mindful of. When you provide these 6 needs proactively beforehand as much as you can actually prevent a bunch of tantrums and meltdowns and unwanted behaviors. Prevent tantrums, wouldn't that be awesome? I know, right? So, when there is any kind of undesirable behavior from your toddler, you just need to quickly run through the 6 needs to know what your toddler is really needing and asking for through his behavior. Sounds a little easier now, right? So, let's dive in. What are those 6 basic toddler needs? These are your toddler's basic needs: the need for health and physical well being, they need your attention and connection, they need to feel loved and connected, they need a healthy dose of positive power and a constant dose of play, indoor, outdoor, and also with you. They need predictability in their routines, in your responses, and in your availability. They need to feel included, like they're contributing positively to the family in some way. And they need to constantly keep evolving, learning, and gaining mastery. That's a very natural human drive. When these 6 needs are met consistently, it helps your toddler be happy. HAPPIE. That's how you can remember these needs. Out of these 6 needs, the first 3, health, attention or connection, and power, these are the most common suspects in the moment when you're faced with a tantrum or meltdown. The next 3 needs, predictability, inclusion, and evolution, these are needs that you need to infuse within your daily schedule and provide proactively. If not, they lead to pent up frustrations in your child, which ultimately shows up as disobedience, stubbornness, and more frequent tantrums. At the end of this module, you'll find a quick guide with a toddler needs checklist. Plus, I've decoded a bunch of common toddler behaviors for you. Do check it out. In the next lesson, let's look at a few examples of asking Ben and decoding your toddler's need each time you see an unwanted behavior. So you will get a better understanding and also some practice.